Welcome to Western Nebraska Community College. I'm Dr. Emily Norman, the Dean of Students. We are about to begin our 93rd commencement ceremony. We would like to begin with a land acknowledgement from Natasha White Butterfly.
Hello, my name is Natasha White Butterfly. I am currently attending Western Nebraska Community College. I am 89 over 128 Ogallala Lakota Sioux. I am honored to give this land acknowledgement speech. It's very important not to just us, but everyone that uses the resources that Mother Earth offers. Those natural resources will one day run out. Long ago, my ancestors roamed these same plains while respecting Mother Earth. In order to keep this circle of life at a safe going pace, we were mindful about everything and everybody. From our close family all the way to the trees and water of Mother Earth, we are all connected. So when it comes to caring for yourself as well as others, we put into the world around us, even if you're already familiar with today's land acknowledgement speech, your children's children will have to embrace the poisonous toxins we put onto this Mother Earth. And they will only live in a life of fear when future times hit if we don't stop taking advantage of Mother Earth's natural resources. Eventually, it will wipe out all the human civilization. I know I hadn't asked to be here today, but as an Ogallala Lakota College woman first in my family, I'll do whatever I can in my power to preserve Mother Earth's resources because I want a family eventually to carry on our name and become someone that can change the world for the better.
Thank you, Sasha. In Cougar Palace, there are 8 exits clearly marked to be utilized in the event of an emergency. Please take a moment to identify an exit and a secondary exit closest to you. In the event of an emergency, college personnel will provide emergency instruction. If you or someone near you experiences a medical emergency or you need medical assistance during the duration of today's ceremony, please notify security personnel who are wearing blue or gray shirts today. Please keep all aisles and exits clear for the safety of all persons in attendance today. And at this time, please silence all electronic devices. The processional will be led by the following faculty members: Dr. Hallie File, President, Nebraska Western College Education Association; Bill Sheffield, President-elect, Nebraska Western College Education Association; Jennifer Pedersen, past President, Nebraska Western College Education Association; and Dr. Carrie Houghton, Faculty Representative to the Board of Governors. The Western Nebraska Winds, under the direction of Dr. Nathaniel Johnson, Instrumental Activities Director, will now play Burnished Gold in Army Blue by John Kakavas.
Welcome to the 93rd Annual Commencement Ceremony at Western Nebraska Community College. Please stand or remain standing if you are able as we honor America with the Collegiate Chorale's performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key, conducted by Dr. Patrick Newell, Vocal Music Program Director.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Thank you to the Collegiate Chorale for officially opening today's ceremony. My name is Greg Dart, President of Western Nebraska Community College. It is an honor to welcome family members, visitors, dignitaries, faculty, staff, and administration to this historic celebration. Today on the platform, we have the following individuals: John Stinner, the chair of the Western Community College Area Board of Governors; Brian Sloan, commencement speaker; Star Lell, member of the Western Community College Area Board of Governors; Charles Oguama, our student speaker; Dr. Lisa Blair, vice president for academic affairs; Dr. Grant Wilson, vice president for enrollment management and student services; and Brian Elkins, our registrar. One of the greatest honors that I have as president is to officiate over these ceremonies. Without the help of so many, today's ceremony would not be possible. Please join me in thanking all those who have played a part in making these ceremonies a reality. It is also important at this time to recognize those who have laid the groundwork for today's honors. Sir Isaac Newton, when asked about his accomplishment, said, "If I have seen further, it's because I have stood on the shoulders of giants." During the past 99 years, so many giants have made WNCC an amazing place. I would like to ask all current and former faculty, staff, alumni, and board members to stand if you are able and be recognized. Lastly, the most important group that we have here today are our graduates. With determination and grit, you have completed your graduation requirements. A proud alumni has come before you, a distinguished faculty has prepared you, and you are ready to step forth in the next stages of your life. Congratulations. At this point, it's my honor to introduce this year's student speaker, Charles Oguama. Throughout his time at WNCC, Charles has been a dedicated and passionate leader on campus. He has been involved in many areas of campus life, serving as a member of Phi Theta Kappa and the Student Nurses Association, a resident assistant, student ambassador, and president of Cougar Council. As president, Charles focused on advocating for policies and initiatives aimed at enhancing the overall student experience at WNCC. So please join me in welcoming Charles to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, cherished friends, and my fellow graduates, today is a day of celebration. A day that though it may seem like an ending, is truly a beginning. We are stepping into new chapters, armed not only with the knowledge, but with the resilience, the friendships, the lessons we are stepping into new chapters, armed not only with the knowledge, but with the resilience, friendships, and lessons that have shaped us at Western Nebraska Community College. When I first walked through the doors of WNCC, I did not know exactly what to expect. Perhaps my younger self wondered, what is this guy up to this time, having transferred from a four-year college? What I did not know was that I was about to find a community that would challenge me, uplift me, and transform me in ways I could not have imagined. Like many of you, I've had my moments of doubt, moments where the weight of academics, leaderships, clinical, and personal commitments felt overwhelming. But here's the thing. Strength is not found in the absence of struggle. Strength is what we build in the midst of it. And that is exactly what we have done here. We are a class of resilience. I have seen it in the athletes who spend long hours on the road representing WNCC with pride while still keeping up with their classes. I have seen it in parents who balance assignments with bedtime stories, soccer games, and late-night deadlines. I have seen it in performers who take the stage and sing their hearts out even when they've been challenged by a test. And I have seen it in those whose families are oceans away, carrying both dreams and homesickness in the same breath, still pushing forward. This is the strength of WNCC. This is the strength we take with us. For me, coming from Nigeria, WNCC has been more than an academic institution. It's been a meeting place of cultures, a space where ideas converge, and where I learned that leadership is not about standing in front, but about making room for others to rise. Education is not just about knowledge. It is about impact. The real measure of what we have gained here is not in our GPA, but in how we use what we have learned to uplift, to serve, to lead. Because the world does not need just professionals. It needs people of kindness, people of courage, and people of conviction. And so as we leave this place, let us remember, success is not just about climbing higher. It's about lifting others as we climb. Titles will fade, but the way we make others feel will remain the same. And wherever life takes us next, may we walk boldly, knowing that we are ready. For the want of time, I cannot name everyone who has been a part of this journey. But I can say this, I am grateful to God Almighty, to my mentors, to my friends, to those who have pushed me even when I doubted myself. Thank you. And to my parents, Sir Charles and Dr. Uche Ogwoma, two people who have never been afraid of me becoming greater than them, who have in fact worked tirelessly to see that I do. Thank you. To the class of 2025, This is not the end. This is the beginning of all that is possible. Congratulations to us.
Thank you, Charles. At this time, please welcome back the Western Nebraska Winds, conducted by Dr. Nathaniel Johnson, as they perform Jitterbug. Thank you, Dr. Nat, and thank you to all the members of the Western Nebraska Winds. Now it's my pleasure in welcoming our commencement speaker, Brian Sloan, President of the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce. A Gearing native, Brian has built an impressive career spanning more than 3 decades as an attorney, accountant, and public policy expert. Brian uses his vast expertise to serve Nebraska's business community. Graduates, family, and friends, please welcome Brian Sloan.
Well, good morning. It's good to be home. My wife, Leslie, and I wish to extend our sincere appreciation to President Dart, the staff and faculty, the Board of Governors, the students, the families, and the friends who are all gathered here today for this opportunity for this special day with you. This is a day to truly celebrate, but I've got just one piece of bad news that comes with graduation. You may now join possibly millions of us who still, way too frequently, dream that we show up to a college class only to find the instructor handing out an exam. You know the dream. We didn't know was scheduled and are totally unprepared for. At 3 a.m. for me, just for those who want to know. Psychologists believe that the dream reflects a subconscious concern that despite our educational success and skills, that we still don't possess the skills or experience to successfully engage when life really challenges us. So should you wake up some night at 3 a.m., know that I'm with you. Know that the fact is, though, that you succeeded in your technical education from a first-class institution. In addition, every graduate today overcame a multitude of challenges with the help of supportive family and friends, and you've proven that you can execute sufficient planning to achieve big personal goals, like a college degree. And as a practical matter, the truth is your employer can train you for any specific additional workplace technical skills that you may need related to a particular job or career within an industry. The fact is, all of you today as graduates are a remarkable, qualified group with unlimited opportunities in front of you. So what could possibly be missing to cause these dreams, to navigate a successful career and a personal life? So with over 45 years of my own successes and failures, perhaps I can share just some brief insights into the missing secret sauce as you go forward. The fundamental question, and this is the punchline, of building trust. The truth is that regardless of your talents, credentials, achievements, the currency for success in life and business always starts and ends with trust. It's what's always most important. Whatever you pursue in life, make sure you understand that you are in the trust business from now on, and that it takes a lifetime to perfect. Specifically, trust requires honing 3 soft skills that become habits for the rest of your life. They sound quite easy. Showing up, being the authentic you, and being a problem solver. So to show up every day means that you have to show up every day, because you don't know which one is going to be that life changer, not only for you or somebody that you care about. Truly being there every day requires a unique mental discipline and a habit of consistently being attentive to what is being said or done at each moment, and the ability to turn off hundreds of distractions, including that cell phone. Athletes call it being in the zone. You'll not always be perfect at this, but life is short. Never waste a day of work or a day with friends and family. Squeeze the most out of it. As an example, some years ago I was fortunate enough to be asked to help start and manage a legal office, the first American legal office in East Berlin when the Berlin Wall came down. I had serious doubts about this venture going in. I had heard that European workers tended to work less hours and take longer vacations, and I came from the American law firm variety, where vacations didn't exist and long hours were the standard. But what I found was that the German lawyers we hired had an unusual commitment to showing up. It changed my view of the world. In fact, it changed my life. From 8 to 5, these German lawyers were the hardest working, most productive, and most focused people I had ever worked with or met. It didn't stop there. Each was equally intensely committed to their own personal hobbies and time off with their friends and family. Away from work, one was an accomplished motorcycle rider. One was a national champion glider pilot. She was a national champion glider pilot. One was a serious patron and supporter of the Berlin arts community, and so on. All of them spoke multiple languages. They traveled extensively, and they spent lots of time with friends and family. They squeezed every minute out of every day of the week, and it was simply part of their culture. Work-life balance was a commitment to making every minute count in both places. They didn't try to reduce minutes of the day, either at work or with family and friends. So my advice to you is find an active cue every morning that awakens you to the first thing, that moment, and helps you focus on the realities of the day. It could be a particular cup of coffee, a particular piece of music, a workout or a run, or some specific part of your morning routine that reminds you to start every day, physically and mentally, in the moment and in a positive and alert mindset. Not ruminating or daydreaming, like I too often do. If you've seen the movie The Matrix, maybe this is an easy way to discuss it. There's something to be said for taking the red pill. Life rewards and trust are often most found in the physical reality of our day and really engaging with the people around us. Second soft skill is be the authentic you, both at work and away from work. Above all else, put yourself in a position to do what you're good at and what you love to do. Chasing other people's opinions and dreams often leads you to focusing on what you're not so good at, and therefore you can rarely pull it off in an authentic and successful way. The number one life rule is the currency for successful business and life partnerships, again, is trust, and nothing builds trust more than being authentic and true to who you really are. Nobody creates trust by faking it until you make it. Trust me, I tried it. So it was important to find a sage on this point, so I'll turn to Charles Barkley, the retired NBA basketball player and now unfiltered sports analyst. He once asked Nike to produce a highly controversial commercial with the theme, "I am not a role model." In doing so, he was not saying that professional athletes did not have an obligation to conduct themselves appropriately, but he did want to make a point that professional athletes is an achievable goal for a very, very tiny, slim section of our population. And what he was trying to do was challenge parents and children to take greater responsibility for connecting young people to their own talents. In college, I had the opportunity to work for Dr. Don Clifton, the originator of the company that created Gallup Strengths Finders. Dr. Clifton believes success comes from doing what you do well, not from focusing on improving your weaknesses. In my own case, on the first day of my internship, there was a very uncomfortable first hour. No instructions, nothing on the desk, nobody came to see me. And so after that first uncomfortable hour, I went to Dr. Clifton's office and I asked him what he wanted me to do. He responded that I should get to know every part of the company and then just do a lot of what I do well. And that was it. I never got another instruction in the entire course of the internship. Well, given my basketball career at Gearing High School, sometimes at this very gym, it was clear that I was not going to be playing in the NBA and I was not going to be Charles Barkley. So it's good Dr. Clifton sent me on my way for Plan B. My advice to you is to take Gallup Strengths Finders or some other personal strengths test soon. Sit down with a few people you know well, get a very clear picture of what you're good at and what you love and what gives you satisfaction. With a clear picture of your strengths and your loves, build life at home and work where most of the time you're leveraging those things. Calendar your day accordingly. There will be parts of your life and your job that don't always fit your strengths, but try to manage what you do and do it with your strengths in a way that they're valuable to a team or a relationship. This is the authentic you. This is the person that people love and trust. And finally, be a problem solver. Sounds easy, but as we all know, Most of us are better at complaining than we are solving problems. My mom raised, unfortunately, 4 sons who readily managed to get in trouble on a daily basis. Now, my mom shared many words of wisdom with us every day, as I trust many of you have experienced, and they were things like, don't go looking for trouble, boys, you will find it. And we did. 2 wrongs don't make a right, and a job worth doing is worth doing well. But she was also fond of saying, if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. There's a very successful company in Nebraska that has an internal culture of running to problems, not away from them. As a result, they are often a go-to company in their industry, nationally and internationally, when there is a large, complex project that has to be on time and on budget, with large consequences if there are delays. The most trusted people in our career and our lives take ownership of their problems. They apologize if they're in error, and then they fix the problem the best they can. Without question, it's the most important talent employers are looking for, every one of our employers. The ability to find and fix problems. And in your personal community and family life, you will also need to be a problem solver and part of the solution. It is the development of this talent that perhaps makes that college test dream finally go away forever and makes you a trusted leader. So let me finish with one last example. For many years, Tom Hanks, the movie star in Forrest Gump, was routinely the winner in a national poll for the most trusted person in America. Having the most trusted person in America come from the movie industry seems incredibly unlikely. That industry, the movie business, is generally about illusion and fake. And you would not think an actor would win the American Trust Survey. But think about the characters that Mr. Hanks often plays. A regular person, an unusual set of circumstances, facing enormous problems, with nothing more than that characteristic calm and authenticity that Tom Hanks brings that is rare, and then perhaps a Wilson soccer ball. In over 60 movies he's made, his authenticity comes through in every role he's played. We believe in the characters he plays, even though we've seen him in dozens of different characters. I've always had the impression that there's a bit of the real Tom Hanks in every character that he plays, and that we know him, therefore, by what he does. You can tell he loves acting, he's good at it. This is what he was truly meant to be. He probably would have been a lousy NBA star. And thank goodness we don't see Charles as an actor. Mr. Hanks has pointed out the only way you can truly control how you are seen is by being honest all the time. I want to express my sincere wishes of good luck in your future, both professionally and personally. The rest of life will sometimes get messy. I can guarantee you it will sometimes get difficult, and it will always be unpredictable. But if you respect your colleagues and friends enough every day to show up, just be the authentic you, and be a problem solver for your colleagues, community, friends, and family, I can promise you that life turns out to be a box of chocolates after all. So thank you again for letting me join you today, and please enjoy the rest of this special day with friends and family. We really can't wait to see what the authentic you does next. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Varsity Vocalese will now perform Wanting Memories by Isaí M. Barnwell, once again under the direction of Dr. Patrick Newell.
I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty the pains of life were gone. You said you'd comfort me in times like these, and now I need you, and now I need you. And you are gone. So I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Since you've gone and left me, there's been so little beauty, but I know I saw it clearly through your eyes. Now the world outside is such a cold and bitter place. Here inside I have few things that will console. And when I try to hear your voice above the storms of life, then I remember all the things that I was told. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I think on the things that made me feel so wonderful when I was young. I think on the things that made me laugh, made me dance, made me sing. I think on the things that made me grow into a being full of pride. Think on these things, for they are true. And I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I thought that you were gone, but now I know you're with me. You are the voice that whispers all I need to hear. I know a please, a thank you, and a smile will take me far. I know that I am you and you are me and we are one. I know that who I am is numbered in each trail. And I know that I've been blessed, I can never forget. Again and again. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes.
Thank you, Varsity Vocalese. Don't we have amazing talent here at WNCC? It's now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Lisa Blair, Vice President of Academic Affairs, to the podium.
Candidates for graduation, you have shown great grit and a growth mindset to get here today. Will you now please rise as you are able? That means stand up. Very good. Mr. John Stenner, the chair of the Western Community College Area Board of Governors, and President Greg Dart of Western Nebraska Community College. These candidates for the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, Associate Degree Nursing, Associate of Occupational Studies, Diploma, Certificate, and Professional Skills Award, these candidates have declared that they have completed the required course of study for the academic credential they seek. Therefore, as the Vice President of Academic Affairs and on behalf of the dedicated and distinguished faculty of Western Nebraska Community College, I hereby recommend that the candidates receive the academic award that they have requested, with all the rights and privileges hereunto. It gives me such great pleasure to present the 2025 graduating class of Western Nebraska Community College. You may applaud them. And yes, Mr. Brian Sloan, these students have shown up. Graduates, you may now be seated. Okay, they got that one. And now the part that you have all been waiting for. We will ask the graduates to please come forward. They will provide their card to Dr. Grant Wilson at the podium, and then they will proceed to President Dart and members of the Board of Governors, where you will be awarded your diploma cover. Not the actual diploma, the diploma cover. That comes later in the mail. As you exit the platform, graduates who have served in the United States Armed Forces will be presented with the Military Challenge coin presented by Dr. Johnson on behalf of the WNCC's Student Veterans Organization. So the faculty marshals can start the students moving forward. In addition to our students who are graduating, we are proud to welcome back the members of the class of 1975 as they celebrate their 50th anniversary. Cheryl Fisher-Reisig, Mark Gillum, Jeff Razuska, and Susan Floor. These distinguished alumni will present each graduate with a special gift on behalf of the WNCC Alumni Association. And if there are other members of the 1975 class, would you please stand now so that we can recognize you? Okay, marshals, do your thing. Dr. Wilson, I'm handing it over to you.
Reese Abs. James Adams. Jameson T. Allen. Damian Alcides. Gabriella Anderson. Philippine Anjawu. Mia Kaylee Arnold. Kayla Arroyo. Grace Baker. Jacob Baldwin. Michaela Bamrick. Lisbeth Barrera. Kaylee Blair. Skylar Blake. Catherine Blankenship. Kirsten Bonham. Rianda Bounds. Jordan Brand. Kyra Brannon. Aiden Branson. Jessica Brenazier. Jimmy Bryans. Jade Brothwell. Isabel Brott. Jacqueline Bryant. Jesse Bunnell. James Bucksbaum. Adelita Calistro. Victor Camacho. Alan Campos. Carol Cardona. Vanessa Carrera. Alex Carrillo Benavides. Andrew Clary. Caitlin Coyle. Kaylee Cooper. Pedro de Jesus Presidio. Norma Diaz Alvarez. Carter Dorman. Tamika Eastman. Eliana Eichner. Akeem Enriquez. Jessica Ernest. Paige Fisher. Raul Flores. Sarah Flores. Janica Fuentes. Candace Fuqua. Elizabeth Foos. Crystal Garcia. Jessica Garza. Cale Gibbons. Kennedy Gibson. Destiny Gonzalez. Isai Gonzalez. Meredith Gonzalez. Samantha Gonzalez Garza. Lane Green. Jesse Griffin. Alexa Guerra. Nileni Guerra Lopez. Giselle Guerrero. Autumn Harris. Haley Hatcher. Hope Hatcher. Fabiola Hernandez Canela. Sierra Hilgner. Jolie Huffaker. Whitney Hugler. Jaron Hunter. Stephen Jackson. Maggie Jenkins. Brianna Johns. James Kilthau.
Woo! That's my son! He's not my son.
Jennifer Kinsey. Courtney Nisley. Justin Krasinski. Jameson Culavani. Colby Langley. Ashley Lara. Miguel Lara. Riley Liakas. Anna Lockard. Sarah Lorenko. Aaliyah Lovato. Megan Lucasen. Brianna Lundgren. Reagan Mater. Kari Maglito. Avery Morris. Savian Marquez. Caitlin McHugh. Valentina Mejia Cueva. Alyssa Mendoza. Braylon Miller. Karen Miller. Robert Miller. Randy Mitchell. Stephen Montgomery. Laura Montiel Baena. Marianne Mormon. Jillian Murillo. Jalen Noctegal. Alexa Osborne. Gavin Osborne. Okay. Lucas Oval Diaz. Ashton Parnell. Landry Peoples. Carly Pazanka. Shayla Ramirez. Stephanie Ramos. Britton Reinmoth. Chris Reisig. Brittany Rogers. Oops. Alejandra Rodriguez Cadena. Skylar Russell. Miguel Salazar.
Daniela Cruz Sanchez. Or Daniela Sanchez.
Daniela Sanchez. Christina Sanders. Richard Sanders. Lisa Shakal. Finya Shaw. Mackenzie Schwarzkopf. Alicia Sell. Braden Powell. Tawanda Sabanda. Nicholas Simons. Caprice Cisneros. Nicholas Smith. Jessica Soler. Brianna Spurgeon. Kimberly McGuire. Tristan Stroud. Rochelle Sutton Corbett. Austin Svitak. Chase Swinney. Cheyenne Taylor. Mason Toner. David Tross. Taylor Ticer. Ashley Villagomez. Emily Villagomez. Maria Villagomez. Hannah Walker. Jaden Walker. Michaela Walsh. Reagan Worth. Kyle Wunsch. Hunter Weiland. Geronimo Zelaya Diaz. Michael Zuniga. Which one? Lily's one. Lily Zwart. Charles Ogwoma.
Graduates, please rise if you are able. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Western Community College Area Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As WNCC's newest graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Please join me in congratulating the class of 25. As we prepare for the recessional, faculty, staff, and administration will prepare the celebratory pathway for our graduates. We ask the audience members remain in their seats and keep the aisles clear until all graduates have left Cougar Palace. Then please join us for a reception in the pit, the Welcome Center, or the Learning Commons. Or if I've looked outside enough, it looks like a great day out there as well. For today, goodbye. For tomorrow, good luck. And forever, go Cougars!